Hey guys, it's your boy and we are back with another Marvel Future 5 video. Today we're going to be talking about the ABX Combat Superhero Day, which is today. And I have Namor. I stopped using Captain America as my character with the end game uniform. Right there, I used to score 3.5 plus million. I scored the video with the CTP of energy, which is definitely not possible at the moment. With CTP of rage, I have a lot of people I've seen screenshot that he can really go close, really close to Namor's score. But I still think that Namor is better than Captain America. At least in my testing that I did on other accounts, definitely I think Namor is still better than Captain America for today with a CTP of race. So I'm going to be showing you guys this setup, and then let's go for the build first. So skill cooldown, dodge and crit rate all maxed out. He doesn't have any uniform, and then 117% attack speed, pretty low. I need to work on my cards. And then we have 192.75% critical damage, and then ignore defense. We are just missing out 0.03%, which is not a lot, but definitely having max stats is amazing. Then with this team up, he's rocking 41,892 physical attack, which is pretty good. And then for the Urus, we don't have any Odin's blessings. We just have some Urus 5-star. Some of them are 5-star, some of them are 6-star. So I definitely have a lot of lot to cover, lot to improve for my Namor. Then the 4th gear is rolled for critical rate. All skills are level 6. The rotation I will just discuss in a moment. Type enhancement doesn't matter. Overdrive set stage 12. You can actually go for power of Angry Hulk if you have enough critical damage. But you can see I still, even with overdrive set, I still have 192% critical damage. That can be sorted out if I gave my Namor some Odin's blessings, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna be giving Namor. I probably will, because yeah, I love my Namor. So yeah, and he looks pretty good. We have CTP of rage with the amazing stats. Definitely if the crit rate was a little bit higher, I could just swap out this crit rate Uru right here for critical damage, or maybe attack speed, or maybe ignore defense to max it out. But and he doesn't have any uniform. This uniform is amazing, but we cannot do anything about that. So actually capping out the dodge, and you can see my dodge is almost capped out. I'm just over it. So that's pretty good. So if you can cap out the crit rate and dodge for your Namor, it will be amazing. And then for the team up, we're going to be using this team up now. As I previously said in the previous video, I said Crescent lead works better than She-Hulk lead for Namor, especially. And especially with the uniform, without the uniform. So I think this setup is not that good at this setup, because CL just gives 60% damage increase to male types, and this actually gives 60% of all physical attack increase to combat types. Now the difference, I found that the skills for Namor without the uniform do not do that much damage. Or you can see especially the 5th skill on that Namor skill does way more damage than this base setup. Plus he's missing out a lot of stats with this uniform, because this uniform right now we have 47,000 physical attack with the uniform. Now we go here, we are 6,000 physical attack lower, so the base damage from the skills is also really lower. So I think except instead of going for the 60% damage lead, you should just go for the base physical attack lead, because mainly the main thing Namor has on this setup is the tier 3 skill, which is gonna make the most point for you. But definitely you can try other combinations. I tried myself for She-Hulk, but I found that Crescent lead works better with the Namor. So we'll just go for the run. Here we go. I wish I had insight on characters, because yeah, it's really good. So let's go with this exact same setup. As I said, that I find Crescent better. For the rotation, I would say it's really good. And the rotation is pretty simple as well. So I start with the 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 4, 1, or 4, 3, 2. Depending on actually the skill rotation, the skill that you use can be altered, can be different for you guys, depending on which skill is available to use. So I'm gonna wait for the mobs to spawn. Then we're gonna be starting off with the exact 4th skill. So 4, 5 get the buff, 3rd skill, 2nd skill, and try not to cancel 3rd skill and 2nd skill. Just try to use whatever skill available at that time before that, and just try to use just like that. Try to use the 5th skill just right before the tier 3 skill to get, if you want to get the most damage out of your Namor. That's pretty good. So actually the rotation can be different and can actually feel like a spam. It's actually mostly spam, but try to get the third skill full, second skill full, and the fourth skill damage accumulated and all together under the rage proc. And always use your tier 3 skill 2 seconds when there are 2 seconds left on the proc. Then only use the tier 3 skill if you wanna get the most out of your tier 3 skill damage. Plus also right there, I'm just waiting for the proc. Now the proc came, I'm just holding off tier 3, 3 seconds left, 5 cancel tier 3 because there were 2 seconds left when I use the fifth skill. And actually the fifth skill, when the whale comes out, the two whales that hits the boss, hits the beast, it can also help you out getting the proc right, because getting the proc before the end of the tier 3 skill is really important to get the most damage. Right there, 5 cancel tier 3 skill, just go, the whales is gonna hit them. Now I just got the proc because of getting the proc early before the end of the tier 3 skill. I got much more damage that I would get with the tier 3 skill without the proc at the end of that skill. And you will actually, if you have played Namor in World Boss Ultimate, especially Thanos, you would just know that when the proc activates a little bit earlier on the second hit before the end of tier 3 skill, the tier 3 skill does way more damage than you would do without getting the proc before the end of the tier 3 skill while playing in World Boss Ultimate. So that same follows for ABX. And another thing just to keep in mind that please try and keep try to keep the meteor bar 100%, and you can do it by using the iframe skill. I know it's really difficult and I myself cannot see the meteors coming most of the times, so I try to keep using, just like that the meteor just landed right there. And there was 2. I use the third skill as an iframe to avoid the meteor hits. And if I don't get hit by the meteor, definitely I'm gonna get the most and the more damage I can accumulate and the more points I can score getting that evasion points. Sometimes you can get hit, but don't get over it, don't get frustrated because of that, because that can happen. And if that happens, definitely you cannot do anything about that. So last year the skill, we have 4.13. let's go. 4.15. Can we go? Yo, 4.2526. Nice. So 4.26 million, that's probably my personal best right now for this after update. I know before update it was different, but that's different. So yeah, he can do it, and if I can do it, you can also do it. So let's go. So he's amazing, and I think it's a pretty good score, 4.26. I remember I uploaded a 4.88 million. I said that he could score 5 million when roar cancel was available and was possible. I just hate the fact that the roar cannot be cancelled with Namor. Only a few characters cancel the roar now. So definitely he has a lot to improve. I still don't have any of the Odin's blessing. So I think if I gave him some like 5 or 10, maybe 5 to 6 or 7 to 8 Odin's blessing, I think I can go past 4.5 million for this day. And another thing, we are running without insight. We are running without insight on Valkyrie. I don't have any insight. I don't even have any insight. Not Valkyrie just. So yeah, he has a lot to improve. And for people not having Namor, definitely Captain America is the best option. And Captain America get really close to Namor's score. But I afraid that Namor will still be the meta for this day, at least for now, until another meta comes that can score 7 or 8 million on Combat Hero Day. So yeah, he's amazing, he looks good. And yeah, let me know what you think about the video, let me know what you think about the run. He's pretty amazing. And as always, if you like the content, I hope to see you again. Take care, see ya.